What is?
My 20-page paper. What do you want? 20-page paper.
There's room for improvement.
Yeah. Why isn't it 100? I know. Oh, he's going to submit it to the research award at school, and I can win $100. He wants it to compete. Yeah. Congrats, that's great. I don't mean to make fun.
What class?
Research and bibliography.
Oh. Ooh,
my topic was very interesting though. I should send you the paper. It's very cool.
So I did that at Western Illinois for my master's, and it was a breeze at that school. And then I went to Boston University to start a doctorate, and that's the class that made me discontinue my doctorate.
Really? Wow. You see, here's the thing. I loved the research part.
It depends on the teacher, really. And at BU at that time, nobody had ever finished that class in a year. Everybody took it incomplete. And then it takes usually like 2 years to finish it. They make you do scholarly research.
Good afternoon. My name is Thomas Spade. I am a senior instructor in the Department of Accounting and Business Law, and I am serving as the reader to assist in the announcement of graduate names in today's ceremony. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, President Shu, Executive Vice President and Provost Austin, our faculty, our staff, and most importantly, our master's and bachelor's degree candidates, I welcome you to this afternoon's ceremony and thank you for joining us. Before the ceremony begins, I'd like to ask for your cooperation on a couple of things. Please silence or turn off any cell phone or electronic devices and keep them silenced for the duration of the ceremony. We have professional photographers on hand who will be taking pictures of the graduates as they cross the stage this afternoon. If you choose to leave your seat to take a picture, we ask that you do so quickly and then return to your seat so that others can see their graduates cross the stage. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, you and your graduates are invited to attend a reception in the Cistern Yard. Finally, we ask that you remain seated during the student and faculty processional, and once again, during the recessional at the conclusion of today's ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation, and congratulations to you and your graduates.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Andrew Hsu, President of the College of Charleston. Welcome. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the College of Charleston's Winter Commencement for the class of 2025. I want to thank everyone for joining us on this very special day. To our graduates, congratulations. To the families, friends, and loved ones of our graduates, this is also your day. Together, you have supported these graduates in countless ways. Graduates, would you please stand and let's take a moment to thank your families, friends, loved ones, and all those who helped you along the way. Please stand and give them a big round of applause. Graduates, please remain standing, and will everyone else please also stand as Colin Covington, a music major, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Colin. That was beautiful. Please be seated. I would like to take a moment to recognize the members of the Board of Trustees that are with us today. We have Chair Renee Romberger, Vice Chair Steve Swanson, we also have Trustees Lauren Birch, Beth Burke, David Hay, Tav Swarrett, Derek Williams, and Trustee Emeritus Demetria Clemens, and former Trustee Deborah Gammons. I would also like to recognize several other special guests. Steve Osborne of the Foundation Board, and Laurie Minges, President of the College of Charleston Alumni Association. We appreciate your leadership and service to the College of Charleston. Thank you. Now would all faculty please stand and be recognized. Their commitment to academic excellence empowers the next generation of scholars and leaders. Graduates and families, please join me in expressing our appreciation and thanking our faculty with a big round of applause. Please be seated. To our graduates, you are a remarkable class shaped by extraordinary times. It's easy to forget now, but many of you finished high school or began your college journeys navigating lockdowns, Zoom classrooms, and a world that felt uncertain on every front. You kept going anyway. You adapted, you persisted, you found a way to build a community even when community had to be reinvented. In today's world, you will be asked again and again to adjust, to rethink, and to rise to the moment. And already you have shown that you can and that you will. The first lines of our university's motto, Sapientia ipsa libertas, or wisdom itself is liberty, speak to the heart of what your time at the College of Charleston has been all about. Because wisdom is not just about memorizing facts or reciting formulas. It's about taking what you have learned and putting it to work, using your knowledge to untangle hard problems, to open doors for others, and to push our communities and our country forward. Simply put, it's knowledge that doesn't sit still. It moves, it builds, it serves. With your degree in your hand, you have proven something important, that you can do hard things. You can take on big challenges, stay with them, and see them through. That kind of resilience, that kind of grit is part of who you are now. And I hope in the years ahead, you will return to this moment as a reminder that you can push through whatever life puts in front of you and come out stronger on the other side. As I look at this extraordinary College of Charleston graduates, I am filled with excitement for you and for the future you are about to shape. And I can't wait to see where your journeys lead and to cheer you on as ambassadors and champions of this great institution. Congratulations, class of 2025. Before we call out the individual names of our graduates and undergraduate students, we will celebrate two special individuals with honorary doctoral degrees. For the conferring of the honorary degrees, I will now be joined by the chair of our Board of Trustees, Renee Romberger.
Thank you, President Hsu. Vice Chair Swanson, would you please escort Tara Hudson Snyder and Lance Allen Snyder to the lectern? It is my great honor to introduce Tara and Lance Snyder, two individuals whose lives reflect hard work, dedication, and a deep commitment to community. Lance is a retired CPA and entrepreneur who went on to a distinguished career in accounting and corporate leadership. Tara is a Phi Beta Kappa and retired attorney. Together, Tara and Lance have been partners in life and service for more than 40 years, supporting countless organizations from the United Way to the American Red Cross and giving tirelessly to the College of Charleston and Charleston Athletics. It is with immense pride that we honor Tara and Lance Snyder with the College of Charleston's honorary doctorate degrees. Tara Snyder's unwavering support of College of Charleston athletics and her deep commitment to the success and well-being of our student athletes make her an exceptional candidate for the college's Doctor of Humane Letters. Her own distinguished record of academic achievement and professional accomplishment exemplifies the values our institution seeks to instill in our students and reflects the highest aspirations of our university community. Lance Snyder's steadfast support of College of Charleston athletics and his deep commitment to the success of our student athletes make him an outstanding candidate for the college's Doctor of Humane Letters. Beyond his generous advocacy for our athletic programs, he has been an engaged and enthusiastic partner in the broader success of the university, contributing his time, insight, and leadership to advance the institution's mission and future. Tara Hudson Snyder, your support of our athletics programs and your dedication to student-athlete excellence are both significant and deeply appreciated. Your service and leadership make you eminently worthy of this honor. The College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Lance Allen Snyder, your support of our athletic programs, your commitment to student-athlete achievement, and your active involvement in strengthening the college's overall trajectory is both remarkable and honorable. Your partnership and leadership have enriched our community in meaningful and lasting ways. For these reasons, the College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. You'll invest.
By the authority of the State of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I declare Tara Hudson Snyder and Lance Allen Snyder are now admitted to the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Drs. Snyder. It's now my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker. Professor Bethany C. Goodyear is a remarkable educator, mentor, and leader whose impact on the College of Charleston community cannot be overstated. For more than 2 decades, Dr. Snyder has inspired students to lead with purpose, communicate with integrity, and build connections that last long beyond graduation. As a professor of communication and director of the Martin Center for Mentorship in Communication, she has dedicated her career to helping students bridge the classroom and the world of work through mentoring programs, internships, and classes in leadership and ethics. Her scholarship and teaching focus on how communication shapes organizational culture, leadership, and a sense of purpose and belonging. She has served as chair of the Department of Communication, advises the college's multi-board chapter, and has been recognized with a Distinguished Service Award, the John I. Cisco Career Excellence in Teaching Award, and multiple departmental awards. Professor Goodyear, the floor is yours.
Thank you, President Hsu. Good afternoon, Provost Austin, members of the Board of Trustees, honored guests, fellow faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, the extraordinary class of 2025. Today is a celebratory day, shaped by your work, your persistence, your late nights at Addleston and maybe AC's, your early mornings at Kudu and Starbucks, and by the people in this room and beyond who believed in you every step of the way. But as meaningful as this moment is, here's something I know to be true. Most of your life will not unfold on days like this. Most of your story will be written on the ordinary days, days that arrive quietly, without applause, days that ask you to solve problems, to steady yourself and keep going, days when you are building a life with whatever tools you have in your hands. And that's exactly what a small gift I received when I graduated from high school taught me. A gift I didn't understand then, but helped me to learn what it meant to build a life from the inside out. My Aunt Jeannie, impulsive, fun-loving, gave me a small, decorative hammer. It was pretty, but odd. Most people give you money or laundry bags, picture frames, things you'll actually use. So this felt a little impractical at best. Inside it, though, were tiny tools, a screwdriver, a file, a few little bits she thought might come in handy someday. I smiled politely and thought, this is a weird gift. I will never use it. I was wrong. That little hammer became the tool that I returned to again and again. It helped me hang pictures in my first apartment, assemble my dorm room furniture, fix little things in the moments when absolutely no other tool would work. Eventually, a piece of it broke off, the paint chipped, the hinges have worn thin. It's no longer pretty or complete, but it still works. And I still keep it by my bedside, not because it's perfect, but because it's mine, and because it's helped me to build every single chapter of my life. It showed me long before I had words for it that the simplest tools often teach the deepest lessons. And so today, class of 2025, I want to offer you 4 truths that little hammer taught me, truths I hope you'll carry with you as you build whatever comes next. Truth 1, you build a life with the tools you have, not the ones you wish you had. When you leave here, you may imagine that the life ahead requires extraordinary skills or flawless preparation. But life is built in smaller, humbler ways. One adjustment, one choice, one attempt at a time. You'll build your life the way most things are built, with imperfect tools, imperfect knowledge, and a great deal of trying. And the trying counts. Trying is the work. Most of the moments that shape you will not be dramatic. They will be the moments you quietly choose to begin again, to take a step when no one is watching, to solve the small problem in front of you with what you already carry. Your progress may not always be fast, but it will always be real, and it will always be yours. Truth number 2, a tool is only useful if you're willing to use it, even when you're unsure how. That little hammer didn't come with instructions. I had no idea whether I was using it correctly, and sometimes I wasn't. That's how I broke off the tip. But here's what I learned. You don't become capable by knowing everything in advance. You become capable by being willing to learn, to fail, to adjust, and to try again. This is true in everything that matters. Courage grows when you practice it. Confidence grows when you use it. Direction becomes clearer when you take a step, even if it's the wrong one. Some tools you carry will feel worn, chipped, or incomplete. Use them anyway. They'll hold more strength than you expect. And one of your most important tools is simply the willingness to start. Truth number 3, you're not meant to build alone. Here's the part of the hammer I understand most clearly now. It was never meant to be the only tool. It was meant to remind me that when you cannot do something alone, ask for help. As the director of the Martin Center for Mentorship, I've watched students discover how life-changing it is to have not just one guide, but many. Mentors who ask good questions, friends who offer courage, colleagues who grow with you and sharpen your thinking, sponsors who advocate for you when you aren't in the room, and professors who hold belief for you in the days you can't hold it for yourself. If you let them, these people become part of your foundation, woven into the structure of the life you're building. And beneath it all are your families, those you were born into and those you have chosen, who steady you, love you, and remind you of who you are. Every life has moments when the tool in your hand just isn't enough. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. Mentorship is simply the practice of borrowing those tools and offering those tools. Borrowing hope when yours is low, offering clarity when someone else feels lost, sharing strength until theirs returns. And here's the most beautiful part. You'll not only receive guidance, you'll become someone else's steady hand. Someone will look back one day and say, "You helped me find my way." Let your life be open enough and human enough to do both. And now the final truth. Tucked into the very bottom of that hammer, at the end of the handle, almost out of sight, was a tiny little flashlight. I barely noticed it at 18. It was exactly my aunt's style, clever and easy to overlook. But its meaning has grown clearer over the years. A flashlight helps you to see, not everything, but enough to take the next step. And in the world you're entering, that kind of light matters. Technology, especially AI, will illuminate information for you in ways you can't even understand. It will reveal patterns, generate possibilities, and help you work faster and maybe smarter. But no matter how brilliant it is, AI cannot illuminate a person. It cannot sense what someone needs in a moment of vulnerability. It cannot sit with someone whose world feels unsteady. It cannot choose kindness or courage. It cannot offer empathy or connection. Only you can do that. That flashlight reminds you that while innovation can light the world around you, your humanity lights the path within you, your discernment, your compassion, and your hope. Some days your light will shine brightly. Some days it will flicker. Carry it anyway. As you step into the next chapter, hold this simple truth close. You're already equipped for more than you know. We're more like that little hammer than we realize. We carry strengths inside us that others may not see. We carry gifts that reveal themselves only when life asks for them. And even when parts of us feel chipped or worn, we still work. We still matter. We still build. May you trust the tools you already carry. May you discover the ones still hidden inside. May you know when to ask for help and when to seek the wisdom of someone who will walk beside you. May you shine your light steadily, honestly, humanely into the lives of the people that you meet. And may your life be full not only of accomplishments, but of meaning. And not only of big days like this one, but the small moments that quietly shape you. The ordinary days, the building days. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you for those wonderful remarks, Professor Goodyear. We really appreciate your being with us this afternoon to celebrate all of our amazing graduates. I'm Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost Suzanne Austin. At this afternoon's ceremony, we have one student who has earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Please stand to be recognized. Monica Devin Anya from Geology. Congratulations. In addition, there is one student participating in today's commencement ceremony who has completed the Honors College requirements. Taylor Ray Roundtree. Congratulations. Now, please welcome Dylan McGuire, President of the Graduate Student Association. Dylan will be speaking on behalf of the candidates assembled here today.
Hello and congratulations. I hope each one of you is relishing this achievement. Please take advantage of the adulation as it is well deserved. And let me acknowledge the resilience required to reach this milestone. I want to begin with an exercise in reflection. Think about who inspired you during your tenure at the College of Charleston. This person could be a professor, a friend, or even Clyde the Cougar. For me, the late Del Morris, Charleston's chief resilience officer, was the reason I chose to attend CFC. He spearheaded the Dutch Dialogue Project, a project that draws inspiration from the Dutch's mastery of living with water. Resiliency has become a trending concept, one that I've become intimately familiar with during my graduate studies here as an environmental science student. Cities and governments around the globe regard resilience with the utmost reverence, considering it the pinnacle of efficient and long-lasting urban design. What I admire most, though, is its focus on hardship. More importantly, persevering after a hardship. So, regardless of your reason of attending CFC, it being the oak trees, its history, or the opportunities that were available, each of you has faced challenges along the way. Perhaps you're a first-generation undergraduate, a full-time working graduate student, or someone who simply had to push through hard challenges. Yet here you are. You've persevered. And today, you join more than 100,000 other esteemed alumni, forging forward more resilient than when you arrived here, shaped by a college and a community that understands the value of stepping confidently into what comes next. So we began with reflection. I'd like to end with gratitude. Please take a moment, if you can, and extend a thank you to your key inspiration. And please carry that inspiration with you as you embark on more exciting endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2025. I got too ahead of myself. Now I would like to introduce Lori Minges, class of 1983, who will speak on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dylan. It is truly an honor to be here with you today to celebrate your graduation. On behalf of the more than 105,000 members of the Alumni Association, I extend to you a warm welcome, our newest members. You're joining a distinguished organization that was founded in 1888 to promote, protect, and serve the College of Charleston. As members of the Alumni Association, you will be invited to return to campus each year for homecoming, spring alumni weekend, and of course the Charleston Affair, events that celebrate our love for this institution. If you're moving away from Charleston, we have more than 30 regional CFC clubs across the United States and even in London to connect with your fellow alumni to celebrate our alma mater. And best of all, there are no dues. We have no doubt you will continue to strengthen our legacy through your future endeavors. Now we will celebrate a graduation tradition involving the College of Charleston ring. Before graduating, students wear their rings with the seal facing inward, but today you will turn your ring so that the seal faces out. This indicates that you are an alumni of the College of Charleston and well prepared to go out into the world. You may now turn your rings. Congratulations, graduate. We look forward to seeing you at the Alumni Association event soon.
Thank you, Ms. Minges, for those inspiring words. Now is the moment we have been waiting for today, the awarding of the degrees. Chair Romberger, Provost Suzanne Austin, Provost Professor Bethany Goodyear, Interim Dean of Graduate School Tim Callahan, and Vice President of Student Affairs Alicia Cadell will assist with the presentation of the master's degrees. Senior Instructor Thomas Spade from the Department of Accounting and Business Law will be assisting with the name reading.
From the School of Business, joining us on stage is Carrie Messel, Associate Dean. For the degree of Master of Science, Accountancy, joining us on stage will be Roger Daniels, Program Director. Kyle Christopher Anderson.
From the School of Education, joining us on stage is Kevin Eakes, Associate Professor.
For the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching Performing Arts, joining us on stage will be Laura Turner, Program Director. Olivia Ann Aldridge. Lauren Stubenhofer Bennett. For the degree of Master of Education, Science and Math Education, joining us on stage will be John Peters, Program Director. Ebony Nicole Lampkin. For the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching, Multilingual Learners, joining us on stage will be Dawn Bagwell, Program Director. Liazat Jennings. For the degree of Master of Education in Languages, joining us on stage will be Sean Morrison, Program Director. Melissa Matos. Emily Terry. For the degree of Master of Education in Teaching, Learning, and Advocacy, rejoining us on stage will be Dawn Bagwell, Program Director. Thomas Earl McGuire. Rachel Catherine Poston. From the School of Engineering, Computing, and Mathematics, joining us on stage is Steve Schreiner, Dean. For the degree of Master of Science, Computer and Information Sciences, joining us on stage will be Renee McCauley, Chair of the Department. Danielle Dorothy Linda Pace. Benjamin Michael Duvall. Thomas H. Williamson. For the degree of Master of Science in Data Science and Analytics, joining us on stage will be Naveed Hashemi, Program Director. Kian Mateo Chang Gayo. Tony Ray Davis. Logan Thomas Martin. Angela Njoki Nganga. Owain Owens. For the degree of Master of Science in Mathematical Sciences, joining us on stage will be Dan Marincelli, Program Director. Star Brianne McNeil. Peyton Lenarue Shaw. From the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, joining us on stage is Jason Coy, Dean. For the degree of Master of Arts, Communication, joining us on stage will be Ryan Milner, Chair of the Department. Victoria Wheeler. For the degree of Master of Public Administration, joining us on stage will be Latasha Chafflin, Program Director. Lee Bliss Burbage. John McGann Farrell. Rachel Lee Knights. Ariana Novell Parker. From the School of Natural and Environmental Sciences, joining us on stage is Seth Pritchard, Interim Dean. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental and Sustainability Studies, joining us on stage will be Courtney Murrin, Program Director. Taylor Elizabeth Campbell. Jacob Anthony Kaufman. Lexi Noel Watson. For the degree of Master of Science in Marine Biology, joining us on stage will be Craig Plant, Program Director. Michaela Marie Baird. Camille Maria Baradone. Christopher John Carbon. Matthew Franklin Carr. Abigail Celeste Davis. Adeline Rose McCullough. Carly Lynn Strange. Piper Zola.
Will all master's degree candidates please rise? President Hsu, upon completion of all requirements and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present to you the master's degree candidates.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Public Administration, or Master of Science as appropriate, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. You may be seated. Next, we will award our bachelor's degrees.
From the School of the Arts, joining us on stage is Jamie Host, Dean. For the bachelor's degrees in art history, joining us on stage will be Marion Mazzoni, chair of the department. Savannah Lee Barrett, cum laude. Emily Madeline Kieran Mendez. Elise Kanane Murphy, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for history. Dennis K. Dutton, cum laude. For the bachelor's degrees in arts management, joining us on stage will be Chris Burgess, program director. Blue Carter. Carrie Sophia Eubanks, magna cum laude. Jordan Azariah Hugie. Helen Ann Mullane.
For the bachelor's degrees in historic preservation and community planning, joining us on stage will be Grant Gilmore, program director.
Peter Stone Loris.
For the bachelor's degree in theater, joining us on stage is Janine McCabe, associate professor.
Lauren Nicole Evans, magna cum laude. Rose E. Goblet. For the bachelor's degree in studio art, joining us on stage will be Jared Charzewski, associate professor. Eleanor Diane Dodge. Taylor Marie Falk. Michael Elijah Harrington Graham. Flynn Arthur Roof-Tooft. Savannah Elizabeth Van Houten. Daneja A. Johnson, cum laude. For the bachelor's degrees in music, joining us on stage will be Michael O'Brien, chair of the department. Ethan Lane Hollingsworth. From the School of Business, joining us on stage is Carrie Messel, associate dean. For the bachelor's degrees in accounting, joining us on stage will be Robert Hogan, chair of the department. Mackenzie Renee Bowers. Kara Ashley Roberts. Nicholas Ruggieri, cum laude. Brianna Anjane Tiller. For the bachelor's degrees in business administration, joining us on stage will be James Malm, associate professor. Samari Blade Albert. Jack Ryan Calcavecchia. Dylan Samuel Cavella, magna cum laude. Devin Gabriel Purnell Hammonds. Allison Marie Harner. Preston Riley Mendoza Walthall. Elizabeth Louise Liston Morris, cum laude. Elizabeth Grace Odding. Taylor Ray Roundtree, cum laude. also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Elizabeth Annalie Spalding. Michael Van Artsdalen Jr. For the bachelor's degrees in commercial real estate finance, joining us on stage will be Wei Shen Wang, chair of the department. Benjamin Stotts Corley. Jordan Alexis Mapp. Philip David Sadler.
For the bachelor's degrees in finance, rejoining us on stage will be Wei Shen Wang, chair of the department. John Christopher Carey.
Alexander William Goldstein. Joseph Paul Sheehan. For the bachelor's degrees in hospitality and tourism management,
Elsie Reed, cum laude.
Sophie Ann Toohey. For the bachelor's degrees in international business, rejoining us on stage will be James Mom, associate professor. Zachary Richard Attardo. Kaylee Madison Cheeks, cum laude. For the bachelor's degrees in management, Anna Akirtava, magna cum laude. Johannes Tilbeekirk, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Kessinger. Stephanie Taylor Walbrown. For the bachelor's degrees in marketing, Luke Tyler DeFrancia. Jillian Gale Lyons, cum laude. Paul Francis Lawson, cum laude. For the bachelor's degrees in professional studies, joining us on stage will be Michelle Futrell, program director. Shonda C. Gethers. Zachary Taylor Hughes. Joshua Quinn Johnson. Nadia Ragai. Crystal Denise Terry.
From the School of Education, joining us on stage is Kevin Eakes, Associate Dean.
For the bachelor's degrees in early childhood education, joining us on stage will be Tracy Hunter Doniger, chair of the department. Trinity G. Heron. For the bachelor's degrees in elementary education, Aiden Isaac Lee. For the bachelor's degrees in middle grades education, Emily K. Pinacchio.
For the bachelor's degrees in secondary education cognate,
Jillian Susanna Vaccarella, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for English.
For the bachelor's degrees in special education,
Kennedy Ryan McGinnis. From the School of Engineering, Computing, and Mathematics, joining us on stage is Steve Schreiner, Dean.
For the bachelor's degrees in computer science, rejoining us on stage will be Renee McCauley, chair of the department.
Andrew Patrick Berg, magna cum laude. Brent S. Daniels. For the bachelor's degrees in computing and the arts, Zachary Christian Sika. From the School of Health Sciences, joining us on stage is Wes Dudgeon, Dean. For the bachelor's degrees in exercise science, joining us on stage will be Kate Feil, chair of the department. Nathan Michael Anderson. Nathan Richard Argo, cum laude. Lila Talon Forrester also meets the requirements for Spanish. Daniela Jones. Grayson Charlotte Lee Madison. Ellie Valeria Roberts. For the bachelor's degrees in physical education, William R. Jackson. For the bachelor's degrees in public health, joining us on stage will be Christy Colath-Catano, chair of the department. Lovely Joy S. Allen Sonoran, magna cum laude. Aisha Mustafa Bojang, cum laude. Natalia Skinone. Alexandra Jo Spillers. Emma Catherine Timmons. Beverly Elizabeth Vetter.
Clyde!
Alonzo Nigel Williford. From the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, joining us on stage is Jason Coy, Dean.
For the bachelor's degrees in anthropology, joining us on stage is Julia McReynolds Perez, chair of the department.
Haley Mae Giddens. Savannah Emily Ann Walker also meets the requirements for archaeology. For the bachelor's degrees in communication, rejoining us on stage will be Ryan Milner, chair of the department. Hayden Samuel Capuccio. Elaine Croslin Grubbs. Robert Harrison Hayes Jr. Rena K. Jordan. Annie Kathleen Olson. Sophia Annalise Rod, cum laude. Charlie Renee Rousseau. Nicole Teresa Ruggieri. Jemima Jane Sanders. Ashton Cassidy Stubbs also meets the requirements for studio art. Jonathan Michael Wall, cum laude. Payne McKinley Whitfield. For the bachelor's degrees in English, rejoining us on stage will be Anton Vander Zee, chair of the department. David Carlisle Rouse Jr.
Etta Fleming McLeod.
For the bachelor's degrees in environmental and sustainability studies, joining us on stage will be Barbara Beckingham, program director.
Alex Patrick Peterman, cum laude.
For the bachelor's degrees in history, joining us on stage will be Phyllis Justice, interim chair of the department. Nathan Michael Arant.
Kajia Bujic, cum laude.
Christopher Lutz Wright. For the bachelor's degrees in integrated studies, joining us on stage will be Jacob Steer Williams, program director.
Laura Michelle Bradham, magna cum laude.
Owen Michael Burns.
John Morris Byrne.
Henry Augustus Carpin. Aislinn Brooke Langston, cum laude. Isabella Rose Young. Christopher Caswell Smith. For the bachelor's degrees in political science, joining us on stage will be Hollis France, chair of the department. Amber Renaya Edwards. Abriana Nicole Fields. Skylar Noel Friday, summa cum laude. Tessa Lauren Hager.
For the bachelor's degrees in psychology,
Ella Marguerite McClary Banta. Liana J. Brock. Jackson Thomas Colin. Raylan Doris Dickerson. Nicola Paige Don Bullion. Rosalind Ryan Elke, cum laude. Joseph Duncan Hickola. Cota Martin Hernandez, cum laude.
Molly Rose Hofel.
Vittoria Lisa Lazzarini. Karis Miller. Sarah Ashley Molina. Lily McKella Patrick. Sarah Elona Grace Raballo. Merope Elizabeth Olasanos. Helena Elise Weymouth, magna cum laude.
For the bachelor's degrees in women's and gender studies, joining us on stage will be Tracy Burkett, professor.
Beck Danny Blanchard Myers also meets the requirements for psychology. From the School of Languages, Cultures, and World Affairs, joining us on stage is Amy Arias, dean. For the bachelor's degrees in international studies, joining us on stage will be Blake Scott, chair of the department.
Taylor Henry.
From the School of Natural and Environmental Sciences, joining us on stage is Seth Pritchard, interim dean. For the bachelor's degrees in astronomy, joining us on stage will be Alem Teklu, chair of the department. Ava Rose Manganiello. Grant Austin Niles also meets the requirements for meteorology. For the bachelor's degrees in biology, joining us on stage will be Eric McElroy, chair of the department. Angelina Bass. Bria Montgomery Bradley. Clariashli Doshena Guerrero. Connor Leslie Ensminger. Evangelia Groner. Brianna Nicole Hampton. Nash Richard Kent, cum laude. Camila Morales Herrera. Erica Nicole Owens, magna cum laude. Amber Michelle Elida Sheely also meets the requirements for psychology. Anna Paulin Wilson.
For the bachelor's degrees in chemistry, joining us on stage will be Marcello Forconi, chair of the department.
Revs Geneva Revels.
For the bachelor's degrees in geology, joining us on stage will be Vijay Vulava, chair of the department. Monica Devin Agner, top honors.
For the bachelor's degrees in marine biology, rejoining us on stage will be Eric McElroy, chair of the department. Kemerlyn Reese Baker also meets the requirements for environmental and sustainability studies. Libby Jo Lewis Reindl. Lauren Mackenzie Pubiones. For the bachelor's degrees in meteorology, rejoining us on stage will be Alam Teklu, chair of the department. Brooke Nicole Grady also meets the requirements for physics. Connor Aloysius Tank. Matthew Lee Young also meets the requirements for physics. For the bachelor's degrees in physics, Dallas Renee Beardsley DeVoe.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? President Hsu. President Hsu, upon successful completion of all degree requirements and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present to you the bachelor's degree candidates of 2025.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Professional Studies, or Bachelor of Science as earned, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Now, you get to toss those diplomas. Congratulations. Please be seated. Members of Class of 2025, on behalf of the entire College of Charleston community, congratulations to you on this very special day. Now, would everybody please stand for the alma mater, led by Colin Covington. The words can be found on the back cover of your program.
Pro
Thank you, Colin. At the conclusion of the ceremony, everyone is invited to attend a reception in the cistern yard honoring the class of 2025 and their guests. Family and friends, please be seated and remain in place until the recessional is complete. Graduates, may today open many doors of possibilities to you in the future. Once again, congratulations, class of 2025.
Don't get me started.
during